Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Katie York sent to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Finds Kincaid. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on 1st down. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now from the gun. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Complete out to the right side. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throw on 3rd down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 41. They run again with Wright. Oh, what a stiff arm. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Wright running out of the gun. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's go.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He lofts it deep left. Touchdown, Washington. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now it's second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set up. Set up.
Here's a give for Wright. And he rocks the tackler. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready, ready.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
Go.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Motioning him from the slot right. Going to the ground again on first. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. On now is York to kick this one away. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Chase Young bringing him down there. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he lost the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. From the gun on third down. That's completed right side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
60 Eagles, go!
And on 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Ready.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Check go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Throwing from the gun here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready. Left leg 19.
They'll motion Smith left. Second and 10 now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Get up. Come 19. Get up.
To throw, Daniels. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Go.
Now a run with Wright. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders trying to add to their lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the set.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Go. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. Complete out to the right. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19.
And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Bronco 80.
Daniels, third and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now is York to kick this one away. McAllister now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Here's 2nd and 7. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air, 3rd and long. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. Just feel their creativity, right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41.
Ready?
Running it with Wright. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play fake here, Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready?
Daniels now against a blitz. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
He'll throw again on second down. This finds Smith. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and short here, trying to pass. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throwing it again here. That's into the hands of Barkley.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They are throwing it again. That throw behind his intended target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
Ready,
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Now Daniels off the play action. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
A give to right. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Ready?
Daniels back to throw. Throw left side, complete. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Receiver in motion, headed right. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. The kid, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. On comes Cade York. A lot riding on this kick. This a 39-yarder. Groupie sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. From the 37. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First throw for the backup now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go now. Street.
They kick the running back in motion. Back to the air following the pick six. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Looking for the end zone on a deep shot. Big gain downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's go.
2nd and 3 now. They put a receiver in motion right.
Go.
Here's Wright on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On the set.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Daniels now. Able to find Wright. Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Ready.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's got this down to the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 5. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
That's caught for the first. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Now right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Okay, ready?
Offense set for a 1st and 10. This is right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders nearing their 9th win of the season. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go! Go!
Right. Does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
The chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Running right. Here's right. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Now is York to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Milton. Able to get it to Barkley. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Gotta hurry this to the line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
To throw, Milton. Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Milton now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Let's go now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. Well, that'll do it for us. For Brock Heward and our